Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for our second map here, our second matchup, I should say. It's going to be +2 defense versus Team Magic. That's kind of funny, +2 defense. It doesn't really help you against Magic, right?
No, we saw them just have a really great map there on Coastal, and they got the W. So
I'm going with my old like D&D nerding, my WoW nerding right here. You can add all the defense you want, but if you don't have Magic defense,
well,
it ain't going to help you.
You're going to go down like Brisk does.
There you go. That's Brisk, baby. Sorry, I got a throwback right there, man.
Yeah.
These guys, for a second I thought that said chili. So they had Chip, Brisk, and Chili's, but it's Chills. I got really excited there because I want to get one of those explosion taco salads.
Oh, yeah?
These are disgustingly awesome. Nice little backstab here. One player goes down. Nicely done there from Lex, but unfortunately he gets swarmed on. 3 players left alive here for the Allies side. And bomb just now picked up by Sink, trying to make their way through this alcove. One player right on the other side by that overturned car, see whether or not he can read this situation right. Here's the reload come out, and he's just hunkered down, doesn't see him just yet. Now they got a nice little crossfire over here in this midsection.
They do. So +2 defense being, so to speak, pretty much a complete pug team here. So let's see if they can make some noise as the 2 of their players get taken out there at the B bomb site.
Let's see what Chip has for us. Unfortunately, forgot to bind mouse 1 to shoot.
Yeah.
And he goes down. So 1 round on the board here for Magic. Now, out of the teams that are here, who would you say is probably the favorite in this tournament?
So that's a big question because we saw on the online qualifiers, we saw Pure Esports, which is they won the first online qualifier, and they're here today. And then you have Primal, which during the regular season online, they went completely undefeated. Saw a chink in the armor online in the qualifiers, but then they won last week's qualifier. So it could be either way between Pure and Primal, I think, are the 2 top teams right now. And Team Magic closely behind, though. And if they're playing like this and playing how they've been playing online so far, they're going to be someone to mess with as well.
Gotcha. So what map are we on this time?
This is Liberation, probably one of the more popular maps, which is why it's been played here. It's what was that?
That's kind of funny. I
Did
missed
he knife
him.
all the way through?
He tried to, but he missed the knife, and then he re-peeked him and got the kill. A little back and forth this time around. We're on to a 2 versus 2, so things are kind of getting a little bit normalized. Brisk able to pick up 2 before he goes down to Pride, and a lot of coins being picked up here for the Axis side. BCJ and Pride trying to get this one working. Bomb has been planted. 32 seconds left on that clock. And now we see whether or not they can get back in here. No nades for the retake.
Yeah, no nades, no smokes right now. Not possible.
Read well by Pride. One more to beat. He's getting swarmed on. And they will take him down. So what a retake there from Team Magic.
Hey, Pride, one of the best fraggers on that team. We've seen him. I've seen him top frag for them in a couple of big matches, and he took that bomb site all by himself there at the end, which you would have liked to have seen a hold there and get yourself on the board, but Pride just too good at the end, getting that +10.
Yeah, he read that situation right. Getting a little lean, getting that dope fiend lean right around the corner there,
jumping around,
getting that opening pick, and then they kind of double team the last player. He doesn't really know where to look, who to shoot at. Lex putting on the toggle goggles, maybe?
No, I think it's just this. I think the game just kind of maybe crashed for him for a second, but he gets in before the round, so no harm, no foul here. As we're going to move on to round number 3.
Ooh, that deep nade, that's going to find a lot of damage. Look at that, kills 1 and almost mortally wounds 2 others, Brisk and Chills. They're going to have to slow down their push, but it doesn't matter. Chills is down. Brisk is still hurt. Look at this position from BCJ right here around the corner. 2 players in front of him, can't get the scope up in time, and he will ultimately fall. A couple of weapons getting swapped over here to the Allies side. You can see the Tommy being picked up by Brisk. Am I getting the vernacular right now?
You're right. Yeah, Tommy,
working on it.
Shekels, you're fitting right in it.
Yeah, the chat was getting mad at me for saying coins.
Oh,
they were like, everybody was spamming Shekels. It's like, come on, man. I'm new to this, guys. Cut me some slack. But I think they started to warm up to me a little bit here by the end of the first map. But this time around, I have played this map. I remember this one because I remember that high ground, people peeking through those little archways at the top side of that bomb site. That's the B bomb site.
That's the B bomb site with the
B
upper windows.
With the yep.
Yeah, we call them upper windows at B or whatever, and that's usually what everyone calls them. This is one of the more popular maps. It kind of plays like an old COD 2 map, almost like an MP_Burgundy thing, which is why it's got a lot of
Ron Burgundy.
Could be Ron Burgundy. Suits so fine, but that's a good one.
Yeah,
and,
that did escalate quickly.
Now we've got so +2 defense here with all 4 Tommies. Let's see what they elect to do.
Can you boost?
Set nade. You can boost. There is a boost spot right here where Pride's at, but he's going to elect to throw a set nade down instead. But there is a boost here that a lot of teams are going to use. I believe so, anyways.
Might have caught a sliver of that player on the backside of that arch, but they are going to be wrapping around towards that B bomb site. Bomb is over in that area as well. That is going to be on sync. See whether or not they can crack in here. It's a big investment for him, but lying in wait is going to be Ferb. He catches the first aggressive push. Now they're coming in towards the site, and this is looking pretty good so far for +2 defense.
Yeah, it's been a good take so far. They did get the bomb down last round too, as Lex, though, with a car in hand, is going to take down Brisk. So +2 defense, kind of a late B push, but synchronized nonetheless, and that's why they got all those kills into the B bomb site. And Pride here still, though, in a pretty good position to make a play.
Yeah, trying his best, but he's going to get walked up on. Unfortunately, Lex in a 1v4, probably not a lot he's going to do here, and he will ultimately fall. Do they swap over for it? Looks like they will take a couple of cars into this next round as their secondaries. Big. So that is good, because I know that that's a very powerful weapon in this game. I like, actually, that's one of my favorite weapons to run, especially because of the quick scoping. I know it's aiming down the sights and all of that, but it's very reminiscent of quick scoping, yeah.
Little flick shots with it too as well, and you get those one-hit kills.
It feels good, man.
Feels real good.
It does, especially when you get a quickie on somebody.
Oh yeah,
feels real nice.
You double them up too. That's the best.
Oh yeah, get that +10.
Gotta love that. Good round though. Good round from +2 defense. I mean, kind of similar to last time, 3-1 scoreline, kind of like on Coastal we saw.
And the early nades coming out from the Axis side is just completely shredding him. Look at how much damage it does. That was I thought it was a twofer at first, but it was actually simultaneously. But all of a sudden, we're back into a 2-on-2. Brisk doing a good job of reeling this one back in for his squad.
Yeah, a lot of early aggression there on defense from Team Magic. They are by far, I believe, the better team. I'd like to see them just, play normal, or so to speak, early on and get a big lead. But
think they're going too aggressive there.
A little too aggressive, not giving +2 defense enough respect. And you saw Brisk get a set nade and a kill, and just evens it right up. And there's a minute left in this round, and they can definitely get it.
Yeah, you see Lex over there towards the middle of the map. Hero actually trying to play maybe a little bit in tandem with each other, bait and switch almost. So you can see, I believe Hero is looking further down. Lex is actually looking over towards the A-bomb site. And they're going to make their way on in towards this site. Actually, pardon me, towards the B-bomb site. So they're going to take over A. And now you can hear that bomb starting to get planted. They're going to make their maneuver on around. And not a long rotation here. Unfortunately, not able to land the shot. So this is looking pretty good now as the Allies are starting to swing that momentum back again. We saw it in the first map, but this is good. Yeah,
they've got 3 bomb plants too so far, so their economy's going to be doing pretty well moving forward. And now Lex, I don't think he's going to save.
So many angles to check.
Yeah, he's just got a semi-default here, so it's a 1-on-2, and he's in bottom green. And great round here at a +2 defense. But Lex, it's definitely clutchable, but time is ticking. And I think we're going to see a 3-2 scoreline. So definitely a good couple of opening rounds here for +2, being the massive underdog in the whole tournament, really.
They're around the wall. Yep. Too much noise, and Brisk finishes it off. 3 more kills for him that round, too. So Brisk is really bringing his A game into this matchup. And you can see it on the scoreboard. 7 kills, 4 deaths already in this one. He's really been like the sole contributor to his team getting those 2 rounds on the board.
Yeah, and Brisk being a well-seasoned player. We've seen him pretty active in the battalion scene. I'm not 100% sure if he came from late COD 4, where he came from. Everyone usually knows each other in this community. Not saying he's unknown by any means, but definitely a new face in battalion. He's making a name for himself here. I mean, he's at LAN. He made it here, and now he's playing well, so good for him.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Love to see it.
That's going to be a deep nade down through mid-corridor. That's on the opposite side of the tank, way down there. It's almost a celebration with all the fanfare, it looks like, coming out with all the ribbons hanging from the buildings and everything like that, a little party. And looks like BCJ is ready to party over here. He's going to get 2, looking for a third. Still got ammo in it. That's a +15 for him, and they swap it out. What a round from BCJ. Lex and Pride getting in the mix, but a very quick shutdown from the Axis side.
Yeah, excellent play, and he did that with a default SMG. So imagine what he can do in that situation. He's going to get all of them, I believe, with an MP40 or a Thompson there. So he's got that default SMG, and he just held what he's supposed to hold. Sometimes you just got to frag out.
Sometimes you just got to frag out. You're not wrong.
Nope.
You're not wrong, my friend. You're not wrong. Sometimes you just got to hold that mouse one and hope for the best.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened there. He picks up 3 big kills in that corridor, and next thing you know, they've got doubled up the lead once again. So now we see again some deep nades, some early aggression. Very fast strategy coming in towards this B bomb site this time around. As you can see, some damage being put onto Chills, but unfortunately no kills being made. 2 players very close together over here. I was going to say the 7-man on the opposite side. That's Tanaka just lying and waiting for this player to walk around the corner.
Yeah, interesting strategy here to hold mid. I mean, it's probably going to work. Kind of cheeky, but there are 2 of them, so he could get traded out here.
Now an opportunity. Perfect position for him. He even pre-fires the corner knowing that there's possibility of somebody else being there around the corner. Doesn't realize that player is actually still behind him. That's Chip. locking this down. Ooh, peeked out, laced some damage on him, still going in. Tanaka trying to get that double. See what he can do. There's a player on high. They know that he's worked his way around the side, and they're going to clean that one up. They know exactly where he's at, and there's another round on the board. You can actually hear them. They're starting to get hyped up. I like it. I like it. There hasn't been a lot of yelling as far as the CS matches have been concerned, because the one that's going on right now, I'll give you guys a quick update. A little bit of a snooze fest over here between Grizzlies and Intact Esports. I believe it's on map number 2, and Intact is completely dismantling them at a 14-4 scoreline after winning map number 1, 16-9, I believe it was. So cleaning house over there, and Intact is on the CT side of that map, so looks like it's going to get closed down. It's a 2v1 situation right now, and it seems like they're going to be able to get up to map point after that is all said and done. Back to the grill again, back to the grill again. We are going to see a lot of damage again. I mean, just it's ridiculous. I was going to say, it's ridiculous just to see all the regenning health bars 2 seconds into the round. It's like, my God, so much damage early on. And talking about damage, Lex is right here. Going to be able to get one hopping, trying to make something happen over here to trade him out. He is going to regen back up. He's got an opportunity. Look at this. Backstab is in. That's one. That's two. Lex even going to take some damage from Tanaka. He doesn't care whose team you are on. He is going to try to mow your lawn.
He's feeling it right now, especially after that amazing 1 versus 5 clutch we saw in the last map for Tanaka. But a little bit of a discombobulated attack here as they do get flanked. I'd like to see them watch their flank. Magic's going to out-frag them as Hero does take out Chills. And a little bit more of a conflict here. Bottom green, though. Brisk. Cleaning it up.
Yeah, and this has really kind of been the star player as far as +2 defense is concerned. He seems to be the heaviest fragger that they've got working for him. They know where he's at.
They do know where he's at. He has a little bit of time
this
here.
This is the greenhouse?
This is greenhouse. Very important control as far as a bomb site is concerned.
I like the wallpaper, really. Nice touch.
It is a nice little home.
Yeah.
As Hero does clean up Brisk, though, so we're not going to see a great 1 versus 2.
Not everybody can pull one off like Tanaka, I guess.
I guess so.
That was absolutely a pleasure to see. And there you go. So 6-2 scoreline. All right, so we're right around the halfway point of this half. And so, again, you know, obviously, Liberation is the map, right?
This is Liberation. Yep,
okay.
Liberation.
It's on the friggin' screen. I might as well just read it. I was going off of my memory bank, but it's not what it used to be. So, again, I just want to ask you, you know, obviously, like I said before, I don't know a lot about this, as Tanaka's already on the board with a frag. Now, which side does this favor, offense or defense?
Definitely defense, but only a little bit. This side.
8-7, 9-6?
Yeah, definitely. If you're playing 2 really closely matched teams, it's going to be an 8-7
Gotcha.
a lot of the times.
So pretty balanced map.
Definitely, yeah. That's why it's one of the most played maps, because it is the most balanced. Some B frags here, though. Tanaka
again on that scope, able to find a second kill. Trying to get the reaction in, but Sync's going to get the drop on BCJ. That's a good trade out back into a 3-on-3. Sync going to let that health pool regenerate. In the meantime, though, Chip does go down. Another nice shot there from Tanaka. He has got 3 on the round with that scoped rifle. And it's like you said, man, he is feeling it.
He is definitely feeling it after the success he had. And now Ferb is kind of left alone in that B bomb site. He does have the bomb, though, and he gets tagged out by Tanaka. He does have the bomb.
How are these not kills?
I know. That's a kind of a critique of the game, is sometimes you'll think they're on their chest, but really you're hitting their arm. It's kind of a cheesy thing that occurs, but it happened in COD 2. You can't. You used to be able to, which made allies very difficult right in this situation. Right there, he would have been dead. Right there. He does elect to peek over the top and gets taken out. But since the update came out, that's one of the major things that made this game a lot more balanced and a lot more user-friendly was on attack right there. There's no way he's planting that bomb.
Right.
They're going to spam right through that with that scope every time, and you might as well not even have it. So I like to see that change in the game so far. It's definitely helped pretty much all the maps become more balanced.
That's good. You guys have a very active developer, I got to say. I've seen him, what is it, Bramerton?
Bramerton, yep.
I've seen a lot of stuff that he has been tweeting out about this game and everything like that. Whoa, early.
Great
How
shot
you
by
doing?
Tanaka.
I'll see you never. Totally deleted immediately. That was a headshot too, I believe.
Yeah, a little straight jump around that corner. Saw him coming out of that arch, and he's going to take you out every time if you don't have smoke.
Yeah, nicely done from him. You can see another kill come out here. Unfortunately, Hero is going to be on the receiving end of that one. Brisk, nicely done from him. Trying to get an equalizer here. It is a 3-on-4, still a man advantage for the Axis side. Team Magic trying to put this one down. Another trade, and traded immediately back, so they maintain a 2-man advantage going forward into the later stages of this round.
Yeah, and +2 needs to really just rally behind the success that Brisk has been having. they can frag. As you can see, he makes a great shot there onto Lex. There's a chink in this armor of Team Magic. Just because they're a new pug, pug team, so to speak, that came here, there's no reason why they can't win rounds. They've won 2, and we've seen success as he does get tagged a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
Tanaka's a dick with that scoped rifle, isn't he?
He's so good. He is very
ridiculous.
good. Wow.
That's a nice shot, though.
Oh,
Not ready for the flank. That's a little unfortunate. Ferb really doing some work, or pardon me, Brisk really doing some work here. 3 more kills for him. He's up to 12. Sink is right behind him. But the problem is Chills, Ferb, and Chip are really struggling here.
I guess they just can't figure it out. I mean, whenever you bring a team somewhere to a LAN or play in a tournament and you don't have things figured out as far as your strat, you're going to see, just your basic fraggers are going to frag out no matter what. But it doesn't really translate into rounds, unfortunately, for them. So they're going to need to get something together here. They can do it. They won 2 rounds. They can do it. They can do it again.
Yeah, and a little bit to everybody's surprise and much to the Axis chagrin, you see them picking up those rounds. And again, you see some deep nades coming in. No damage this time around, so maybe they've learned their lesson a little bit. They don't want to get too aggressive, too antsy in the pants early on.
Yeah, and you hate to see yourself drop players early as Hero and Lex, though, however, they stay with the sink.
It's a good shot from Chip. Finally able to get one back on the scoreboard. He's going to have the scope this time around, see whether or not he can continue to capitalize moving forward. But it's still a 4 versus 3, so almost throughout the entirety of this half so far, Team Magic has had that advantage. They get the early picks, and then they just play the trade game. They maintain that man advantage. This time around, Chills is going to pick off another one, and all of a sudden, there's the trade.
There's the trade. Right on cue, honestly, and that was a scope-to-scope trade.
Yeah.
Chip had a scope, and now Tanaka outscopes him. So, like you said, they're keeping that man advantage pretty much all throughout the round. That's why they're able to, late in these rounds, even with the bomb sites down, they're able to retake.
And there you go.
Wow.
BCJ finishing things off with a +10 of his own. That's going to be 2 kills on the round, and even Hero getting up there, getting those shekels. Shekels. He's getting the shekels.
Don't worry, community. We're using the right terms.
I got you, boys. He's getting all the cupcake coins. Don't worry about it down in Fantasyland. But he's going to pick him up. He's going to put him down, and he is going to get his team on 9th round on the board.
He's top fragging, and when Team Magic gets real hype in here, and you might be able to hear it, that's because BCJ is fragging out, and they love to have him on his team. He's a young, like I said, a young kid up and comer, and they love.
The crazy thing is they're actually quiet now, even though they continue to win these rounds. They're actually quiet, which I think is almost more intimidating.
Yeah.
Because
they're just scooping up the rounds.
They're scooping up the round. They're laser focused right now. Yeah. They're ready to get these rounds on the board, move on to the next one. Get that 2-0 start to the groups. That way, that pretty much guarantees that they're going to move on to the next round.
Yeah, and it's expected that they move through Tanaka with another one.
Again. Reminds me of the pitcher for the New York Yankees. His name is actually Tanaka. Yashihiro Tanaka, I believe his name is.
About.
They call him Tanaka Blast, so we might as well start calling him that because every single frag that he gets, he's just blowing them away right now. It's an absolute massacre, and Tanaka is the one leading the point. It's so sexy with those scope frags. Let's see if he gets another one here. Watching the outline, it's so crazy seeing how he follows like where the player is in the outline. Somebody check his PC.
Honestly. I mean, if he's got good headphones, you can hear that guy running. And either way, he's got to move back and forth across the area regardless. But
that was one thing I noticed about the game is that you can hear people from really far away.
Very well, yeah. Yep. Which makes it a little bit difficult on attack to move the bomb to certain areas. But you just got to find the right time to make noise. Ferb, does he have the bomb? He does have the bomb. This could be a 1-on-5 like we saw last time.
I'm not gonna cross my fingers like the last time. I really wanted to see it in the last one, but fortunately it worked out. Unfortunately for him, it's not gonna work out this time. But he gets some extra coin.
Yep.
Shekels. Get some extra shekels in his pocket. Is the chat? Are they responding to us? You'll love to see it.
That's our thing, man. That's the NA's community's, little quirkiness we have going on.
What does the European community say about that?
I don't know what they call it, but we call them shekels. They don't like that. They know it's definitely our thing. So if you're in EU and you're watching, don't call them shekels because we call them shekels. Yeah, back off. America. We'll see you soon. A couple of teams, anyways.
Really?
Yeah. Whoever wins this is gonna go. Whoever wins Fragadelphia for the NA community is going to qualify for the tournament in Amsterdam. And then there was 2 online qualifiers. Team Magic, I think, dropped to Pure, so Pure's here. They've already booked their ticket. And then Primal, who plays later today against us, Tanaka with another one, they booked their ticket. So.
Tag on a chip. He's out of there.
Yeah,
he ain't going to repeat that.
No. Tanaka's just on right now. Sometimes these nutty scopers get a little in the fields on land, but this guy Tanaka is holding it down.
Well, see,
Tanaka
that
Blast.
was, yeah, Tanaka Blast, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I loved seeing when I was watching Lex stream this early in its iteration was, you know, he was an old scope player, car player from back in the day in the Call of Duty days. So
Sure was.
seeing him pick this up, and he had like movie highlight clips
Oh, absolutely.
constantly with the car. So that was really, really cool to see. Tanaka, he
holding.
just can't miss. They've got a 4-on-2, and he's reeling this one back in nicely. He's watching towards the market side, seeing if the fruit's fresh, and it is, baby. He's looking for it, and he's finding these kills. It's absolutely a masterpiece that he's putting on right now.
This guy's on right now. Online, he's great, but right now on land, he's taking this to a whole nother level.
Can you steal my fan?
Someone needs
No.
a fan.
Dude, it's hot as hell over here. It's like 20 degrees cooler on the other side than over here. What are you doing
Someone
back
trying
there?
to take our fan. We're not going to have it, though. Tanaka might get... Is this
Oh
an
my
ace?
God, this could be an ace. He's working it.
Oh.
Ah, you hate to see it. Hero, your last man standing on the Axis side. 1 second, 0 seconds. He's going to pop out and kill some right at the very end. Why the hell not? But there you go. That round was a 4 versus 2, and Tanaka brings it back.
Brought it all
Gets
the way
4 out
back.
of the 5.
Brought it all the way back, and unfortunately for +2 defense,
Slap in the face.
they're losing a lot of rounds here. So I would like to have seen him make it close. I want to see these better teams get a little bit tested, you know, and see some underdogs. Come up, but
NA greater than EU.
I love this. Whoever's doing that, that's amazing.
That's got to be Rob the Tech Guy, ladies and gentlemen. Beat
That's
him
awesome.
up. Beat him up, not us.
NA
Not
helping,
us.
NA helping out NA. That's what we call it.
We love it, man.
Yeah.
So is this your first time at a Fragadelphia?
This is honestly, I don't want to say it's my first time at a LAN.
Your first time
This
at a
is
LAN?
My first time in a LAN. I was young during most of Call of Duty, and I just I didn't have the funds, or my parents wouldn't let me. I was young, and you know that's just how it worked out.
How old did you say you are?
I'm 24 right now.
Oh, you're a little kid.
Yeah, I'm a little kid.
I'm 33. I'm
There's-
old.
If I'm a little kid, there's a crap load of little kids here. I'll tell you what. 'Cause I've
Tell
seen
you
a
what,
lot
they're
of-
better at this game than I am.
They got a waiver. There's a waiver. to
I
play,
did
isn't
see
there?
that. I did see there were
There's
some
an
people that were
underage
coming in
waiver,
with some waivers. Pride backstab, possibly. One player to beat in front of him. He's going to get it. And that's going to be too easy for him. Lex, in the meantime, was able to pick off a headshot. Spotted, taken down Ferb, and all of a sudden, again, the round is over.
They're just too good. Team Magic is just the better team. Unfortunately.
How do you get rid of that once you doodle on the screen? Hey, is it just like the same controls as CS?
Put it somewhere where it can just stay. Yeah, forever.
EU equals
Who?
PU.
That's funny.
Hey!
I like that.
I like that. Nicely done, Rob.
You got a funny guy. He's another
Take a
funny
bow, Rob. Take a bow. PU equals PU.
That's a good one.
Last round of the opening half, and still on the struggle bus are the Allies side of +2 defense. Thought for sure we were going to see more out of them. They got those 2 rounds early
They
on.
looked kind of good. They looked a little good.
They really
good.
did, but Tanaka said, nah,
No,
nah.
not gonna happen.
Where's he at?
They're not gonna.
19 and 7.
They're not gonna get upset. They're not gonna let it happen.
That's a yikes.
They've got a chip on their shoulder. Honestly, they lost in the finals, and they want this place, this position here.
I mean, how sick is that? Go out to Amsterdam.
It's be sweet.
I did a CS:GO LAN tournament out in Krefeld, Germany, about 30 minutes from the Amsterdam border. It's
Yeah.
beautiful
It's
out
been
there.
awesome.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. That was like an old historic Main Street style town. Everything was brick.
Yeah.
Old. I mean, you think about the oldest buildings in America, and everything over there is like twice as old.
Twice his age.
It was one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to. So
5-on-2, but I think Tanaka's got the scope, so any minute now he's gonna get all of them.
well,
Oh,
he's
wow.
going to have to get all of them. Getting prepped on. Yep, he is going to go down. So Tanaka can't do it all, but
That's half.
3 to 12 half.
Not pretty. Unfortunately, I kind of had a feeling that early on this was what was going to happen for +2, being a kind of a pug team of not lower tier, but newer players. Not many old COD pros on that team, but Team Magic, like I said, they're just not going to let themselves get upset. They're not going to let it happen. If Tanaka plays this way against the better teams, you know, they might win.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary to think about it, isn't it?
He's playing well.
And if you're one of the other teams and you're watching this right now, you got to be a little bit worried, yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're in their group and you have to play these guys in order to get out of groups, yeah, you got to be a little bit worried. Especially if you're a team that's only a little bit better than them. Well, Tanaka's here, so.
I'm just going to leave that up on the map. I like it. I'm
We got +2 on defense now.
On it.
They're on defense. +2 defense is on defense.
There
Look
you
at
go. +2 defense are the defenders. Lex getting chipped down to half health. BCJ taking a lot of damage, but 2 frags come in simultaneously, and it's BCJ. Pride, everybody just kind of shutting this one down from the side as Lex. The bomb gets planted, but surely not for Ferb.
Full-on B-rush there, default weaponry. They're going to have a great economy now, so it's always good to pick up the gets taken out there, Ferb, so.
That's a scary start to this half as well, because you're already behind by 9 rounds.
Yeah.
And now you're behind by 10, and you've got no economy to push forward into the next few rounds. So
it's about all she wrote, pretty much, unfortunately.
yeah, you got to think. I mean, by the time that they can actually afford the upgraded weaponry, it's probably going to be 14-3 or 15-3.
Yeah. And then what are you going to do? Win
Lose,
10 in a row?
I guess.
Yeah, lose, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've seen some crazy stuff. We saw a 1v5 ace clutch to win a map.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm not going to say that it can't happen. Anything is possible. These nades, though, good God. See you later, Chills. You just ate 3 to the face.
My God. They just don't want them up there.
God. Yeah, we didn't want them up there. Why'd you guys throw 3 nades? We just didn't want them up there.
We saw a 14-7 comeback OT win last week online.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
Pride pushing the smoke, picking up 2, but there's Brisk, baby. Finds 2 more kills. We're going to back into the 3-on-3. See whether or not they can do anything, but that bomb is going to get planted at the B-bomb site.
Yeah, definitely winnable here, but anytime you have the bomb down, you know, in any FPS game, you just got to hold sight. That's all you got to do. And they will. BCJ on a Brisk.
That BCJ finding one, trying to get a little bit of spam going from the upper side of things. Sink. Not able to get it done, and it's going to leave it all on Ferb. 1v3, default weapon out. Surely not. Does manage to find one. Still looking for it, but a little erratic on his way in towards the site, and BCJ will knock him down. That's 3 kills on the round for BCJ as well, so, you know, Tanaka might. It seems like, here's the thing, it seems like on the defensive side, Tanaka is super strong. It seems like on the offensive side, he kind of fades away a little bit, but that's where Pride and BCJ and Hero really start to step up. And Lex seems like they're middle of the pack player, plays both sides relatively well. Yeah, relatively well. Tanaka's strong on the defense, and then the other 3 really start to pick it up when they get onto the offensive side.
And that's a really good point, honestly, because Tanaka being a scope in Con 4 as well.
Just a turret.
He's a turret, and if you're on defense, it's easier because he can just be a turret for the whole map. And then you're exactly right, BCJ and Hero and those other guys, they're the entry fraggers.
Yep.
They're the worker bees.
Yeah, exactly, and there you go again. There's another trade. Lex goes down, trying to entry in, but there's a trade behind it. Brisk down, Chills down. And there's Tanaka. He's just holding all the way back. This is like right outside of their spawn,
This is what he does. This is what he does, man. Every map on Liberation, he's going to be holding either side of the street from either side of the map, and you can't cross at all.
Yeah, just sit back, wait for those rotations to come through, and Sink trying to make a bid at this one, but unfortunately going to be too little too late. Tanaka just now lurking out of his spawn is going to be able to find that backstab. 15-3, we're on map point.
Yeah, map point already. Unfortunately, kind of a quick map. That's what happens when you get, you only get 3 rounds. Team Magic showing that they had what it took to beat a medium quality team in Unlovables, who are great guys, great players, and kind of rolling over the teams they're supposed to roll over. So they're just getting ready for a big push here into the finals, I believe.
Absolutely. Gonna hop right on top of the cross, make the way back on around, and Tanaka, same spot as last time, gonna be looking for it, and he finds it once again. The opening pick, Brisk, has been eliminated.
Tanaka's gonna be here
so fast.
He's gonna be here most of the map, which some people knock him for, but most of the round he's just gonna be here, and he's gonna take you out.
How the only people that are going to knock him for that is the people that die to him constantly, and if you don't want to die to him in that position, then go a different way around the map.
I guess
like,
so.
what are you going to do? You can't fault him for doing that. He's picking up kills. Yeah, or kill him. He's picking up frags in that spot. He's going to continue to play that spot. That's the way that the game works. That's how any game works. If you're successful in a certain area of the map, you keep playing that until they stop you.
And have your team play off of you.
Exactly. It's all down to Chip. And he is gone. 16-3. It is going to go the way of Team Magic. They shut her down. A very swift victory for them. Tanaka finishing 23 kills, 8 deaths. And BCJ, like I said, on that offensive side, that's where he really starts to shine. He finishes at 21-8.
Yeah, so Team Magic showing that they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat in this tournament. They're not going to give anyone any slack. And they're one of the better teams. And Tanaka, 23-8. So let's see what he can do. I think we're going to have a short break, I believe.
Yep. Should be a short break. Quick one before we get into the final final map of this group play, and then you're going to be up.
I think, yeah, I'm going to be up in the second group, so stay tuned for that, guys.
Yeah.
You won't be able to hear my voice, but you'll be able to see me play.
You better be loud.
Oh, I'm going to be loud, man.
Get hype, baby.
We're going to be screaming. We're here to have fun.
Good.
We're here to have fun.
That's the way to do it, guys. We'll be right back at Fragadelphia 12 very soon.